Hi, I'm Alex. I'm studying cross-cultural urbanism in Gallatin.
Hi, I'm Maria, and I'm an anthropology major in CAS.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm a theater design major in Tisch, and today we're going to just talk to people about their preconceived notions of human evolution as a wrap-up for the semester.
So, after walking around Washington Square Park for about half an hour, no one wants to answer our questions about human evolution. Clearly, these people do not want to be interviewed and value their time too much. Because it's gonna rain, we are going to move our interviewing to wonderful Library of NYU. Ghost.
I don't know, Charles Darwin. I guess because he helped develop the theory of evolution, and I've always associated Darwin with the word evolution.
The very first thing that popped into my mind was monkeys, to be honest, and then religion, and I don't know, kind of just a stream of consciousness.
Okay.
Well, I guess the monkeys, because you're taught from such a young age that humans evolved from primates, I guess, and religion, just because it's such a huge debate.
Like monkeys to people?
I immediately thought Darwin, evolution.
Like 8th grade biology. It's probably the last time I took a science class like that.
Probably, yep. Freshman year, evolution, survival of the fittest.
I would have to say Charles Darwin.
As in, I like it. I concur with evolution. I'm not one of those extremely ridiculous people.
I mean, Big Bang versus...
Oh yeah, versus
I'm-
creationism. Yeah.
I'm a science gal, so I'm all for evolution, and I've studied it kind of. So I do think that there's been a distinct evolution in terms of how the humans have grown over the years,
Yeah.
developed over the years.
I'd agree. Not a creationist.
Through evolution. No. I don't know. How? Well, I don't know. Don't they share a common ancestor or something? Is it, or a human is a Homo sapien?
Yeah,
And Neanderthal is a another bipedal creature
Yes.
that is also of the Homo genus. Well, I don't know. They clearly could not survive extinction, so they are, I don't know, weaker or something. Not as skillful at adapting to the world.
It's just a more primitive human, I guess, less dexterous, less capable of, I don't know.
All right.
But it's somewhere in between monkeys and people.
From my memory of that class, which was so long ago, there isn't a direct connection in terms of like biology between Neanderthals and humans, but there are similar characteristics in terms of like skeletal the skeletal makeup and yeah.
Because everyone we asked about evolution immediately thought of Darwin and actually agreed with our opinion of evolution, we decided to find someone with an opposing view.
So, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when someone says human evolution to you?
Well, I don't think it's true, cause I don't think that there's an explanation, cause you have the missing fossil record between dinosaurs and birds,
Okay.
and I just don't think it's right. It's like there's kind of a difference between like macroevolution of like, oh, look, here's a species and we're changing as a species, and microevolution like, look, wow, I'm putting on antibiotics and it's killing all the bacteria. You know what I mean? And like, I'm not saying that microevolution isn't at work, right? We've cured diseases and we have vaccines for things, and there are bacterial resistant strains. You know what I mean? There's like all that stuff, but it's not. I don't think there's been enough evidence for scientists who like evidence. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's been enough evidence for macroevolution. Try again.
So you don't think that we're related to apes? You don't think we share a common ancestor?
I think God put all the creatures on this planet the way they are.
So do you think that there's a difference between Neanderthals and us, and like what is a Neanderthal?
I don't know, aren't Neanderthals like cavemen that died out?
So now we're going to discuss our what we expected to hear when we asked people these questions, and how that connected with what they actually did say. So one of the first questions we asked people, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when someone says human evolution? This was pretty consistent with what we expected. We definitely expected to hear the Geico caveman mentioned, which was a couple times. And most people we asked, they did have at least a basic idea of what human evolution does consist of. And I think that was a little surprising to us. We thought there might be a little bit more of a range, but I guess a lot of the people we interviewed had taken an evolutionary biology class, at least a basic one while they were in college. But for that question, it was pretty consistent with what we expected.
We also asked people what their opinion was in regards to human evolution, and we expected to get a lot of answers about like the evolution versus creationism debate, but that really only happened a few times, and we were just really surprised that no one brought it up more often, because it's kind of an important debate.
We also asked people how they thought humans were related to apes, and most people answered they knew that humans are related to apes, but they would say monkeys instead of apes, which is, we kind of expected that. And most people knew that humans were evolved from apes, but almost everyone said monkeys instead of apes, which is incorrect.
So another question we did ask people we were interviewing was, can you define the term Neanderthal? I guess I wasn't really sure what to expect when we asked people this question, this specific one. But a lot of the responses that we did get, I think really something that was pretty consistent was people said that the Neanderthal was a link between, I guess one example, monkeys and modern man, which is actually incorrect, but that was a common response that we did get. There was one person we interviewed, he did actually define the Neanderthal as a dead-end species of its own, which is correct, but it was really interesting to see people's preconceptions on that issue, where they actually saw just the Neanderthal as a more primitive Homo sapien, rather than an evolution of its own.
So in the end, no one we interviewed had a clear idea of what evolution actually was. Most of what they did know came from like 8th grade biology and high school biology class, and even then most of the facts that they remembered were incorrect, or they had just forgotten a lot. And people's idea of how we were connected to apes and early hominids were just either wrong or really, really general.
And doing this video has shown us what the preconceived notions about human evolution are. While some people understood the basics of what human evolution is, most did not know anything about human descent besides the fact that we came from monkeys.